We offer classes in ballet, jazz, tap, African modern hip-hop for children and adults. The most difficult challenge in running the company today is finding the funding to keep it going, is ongoing. There's no money available, or little to no money available for administrative development. There's little to no money available to provide infrastructure to nonprofit arts organizations, which, if you run a business, needs the same infrastructure that a quote-unquote not a for-profit business needs.
It's a misconception that nonprofits do not have to be profitable. What is the reality of that?
The reality is that we do have to be profitable, because with the funding in the arts disappearing right and left, we have to be able to generate our own income. We cannot depend on funders or foundations anymore. We make money through a lot of different ways. One, the professional company tours, and we earn monies through that, through jobs, contracts. The professional company also has a contract with the City of Los Angeles, with the Music Center Educational Division. So we earn funds through that. A certain percent of that comes back into the organization to help run. Of course, it's never enough. Then we have our classes that we have here. Many times we're able to write grants. We're looking at ways of generating income, putting in a little store or something that will help bring extra income into the organization, because we cannot just depend on dance or the dance classes to pay the bills for the organization. So we have to run like a business.
Your husband, Irwin, is the executive director. What exactly does he do?
He does everything. Actually, he carries his company on his back. That means that he does all the fundraising, he writes all the grants, all the hard stuff. He does all the hard stuff. He's the one laboring at night up until 2 or 3 o'clock, returning emails at 4 and 5 o'clock. You know, I do the creative stuff, and he does all the hard stuff and trying to figure out how to keep the company and the organization afloat.
Your first studio was damaged dramatically by the 1994 Northridge earthquake. After that, the city was actually preparing to take away your property by eminent domain. What was the impact on your business with all of that was going on?
Well, the eminent domain did not really impact our business. What impacted our business was the earthquake. And the earthquake caused us to be closed down. We had never been closed down since our beginning. We had no place. We were like homeless. Then we found this place. What has been the hardship has been the maintaining ourselves while the city decided what they wanted to do. Along the way, we lost funding. We had people that wanted to support us in many different ways. They wanted to support our building on Adams, our programs on Adams. But because the city wanted to, we had to tear it down, then they wanted to take the land. We lost funding and grant money from that.
You ended up suing the city. What was the outcome?
Well, the outcome of it was we won. We're happy, yay. I mean, we're just a little dance company, and we're an arts organization, and we just felt in our hearts that it was wrong for the city to do us this way.
The company will now move to a much larger location on Crenshaw Boulevard. Tell us about that.
The bulk of the funding came from FEMA as a result of the earthquake, the Northridge earthquake, when they finally decided, well, they're worth rebuilding. And after that, they gave money for that. That money was able to be used to purchase that space. So you know what? Even though the earthquake was depressing and made us sad, it was also uplifting in the sense that we looked to where we were, and now we see where we're going. So it's almost a blessing in disguise.
You came to dancing at a later age than others. What is it about dancing that intrigued you enough to launch a business in this field?
Dancing does something that nothing else does. It makes your spirit soar. It's a natural high. When you get into the movement, it just sets you free. You've never been freer. And to see some child on stage that's never been on stage, that worked really hard to get there, maybe got kicked out a couple of times because they weren't paying attention or something, and then they get that moment and they get on the stage and they're like, joy. It's something that it's really hard to explain. But it's free. It frees you. Sets your soul free.
What do you see for the future of Lula Washington Dance Theater?
I see a lot of good things coming for the dance company. I know we've been struggling for a long time, and sometimes it looks like they used to sing the song about the storm is over, a brighter day. It's like it's real dark, and now we're starting to see like little rays of light coming through. And so I think there's going to be a big burst of light, and I think that it's going to just take a little bit more time, but it's going to happen. I see us having all the things that we wanted to have.